Taking a trip down memory lane today, and we're playing as the OKC Thunder, but back in the Steph Curry era because we want to get my man Russell Westbrook a few more MVPs and hopefully a championship. Now, this team around him currently is okay. We have a Victor Oladipo who is going to be playing because injuries are off, and we have a Steven Adams here who's quite young and he's just fresh off that nice big extension. We have a very young Sabonis, a very young Cameron Payne, and the rest of this team is okay. Could use some work. I'm not sure if we're going to make any trades to start off this video, but I think we're just going to hopefully be bad so we can get a good pick in this upcoming draft. So let's have a look and see. We have the scouting here. So prospect scouting. Obviously, it's going to be Donovan Mitchell, Tatum, Markkanen. There's a lot of good players here. So let's just get through this first year. I'm not sure if we're going to stop at the deadline, but let's just see what we can do. Okay, I've decided we are going to make a few trades before we start off the season because we're going to trade off some of our older guys for some younger guys to develop while Russ is just dominating and while we're pretty in the lottery, pretty stuck in the lottery. So Nick Collison and a second is going over to the 76ers for Jeremy Grant. That is completely fine by me. And then we can swap Jeremy Grant over to the power forward spot where he can definitely start for us at that position. I don't think we can have a look for a trade for Anthony Morrow. I didn't really see anything there for him. I don't think people really want him too much. And obviously we have all those auto-generated guys that 2K loves to give us. So it's a bit of a weird, interesting one at this stage. So we just kind of have to hope for the best with this team. Because a lot of these offers, yeah, everyone's just either auto-generated or very much older, which we don't really want. So yeah, maybe we just leave this one and we just play the season as it is, and hopefully we're not very good. Okay, so we're trading Anthony Morrow for a 25-year-old Troy Daniels and a second-round pick. That's going to happen, and then I don't know if there's any other trades that we can really do right now. We have a lot of money that's going to be expiring because of these stupid contracts here. Hopefully, we can just get someone good in this offseason, but this team's not looking pretty right now, but that's okay. I might even just throw like two of these guys in and just see. Okay, no one. How about this dude? Is there any offers? Could we get any real players? We can get Steve Novak. I don't think there's going to be any real players actually in this list, unfortunately. They're all going to be the auto-generated dudes. And some of these guys end up actually being real players, which is insane. Okay, no worries. So, yeah, this team definitely took a bit of a hit, like depth-wise. We don't really have many options. So, is there any free agents that we can sign just for the rest of this year? That might be a smart idea. So anyone here? There's a Jordan Crawford here. Do not want to do that. Can we? Okay, so we have to keep all our other guys. Okay, that kind of sucks. There's actually quite a few dudes sitting here. Let me just release this dude. And let me just release this dude. Cool. All right. And now let's just sign two very cheap players. Unless he wants a lot of money. Oh, cool. So let's just sign Jamal Crawford for 2 years. He accepts. And then let's bring in... Shouldn't have done 2 years. I don't know why I did 2 years. Let's bring in Carl Landry on a minimum contract just for the rest of this year. Cool. All right, now we at least have a full team of players. They're not amazing players, but it's at least a full team. Jeremy Grant's not in the rotation now. Wait, what happened there? They want to play Cole Landry, but we're not going to do that. Okay, so Cole Landry can play here at the 10, and we can just give him some minutes. Give him 8 minutes. Cool. All right. This team's not very good, but we own our first round pick, and we might even have to trade a few picks at the end of the year. So Steph takes home MVP in his own era. Rookie of the year goes to Ben Simmons. Jared Solingo is your sixth player. Depoy Giannis, Jokic most improved, and Steve Kerr is your coach of the year. So Russ finished second here, and I don't think we're going to get many other teams. He finished first in defensive player of the year as well. and that's about it. So we don't make the playoffs, which is actually kind of what I wanted. I know Russ probably wouldn't have been happy with that. Actually, okay, so there's no play-in this year. So yeah, we didn't make it. So we'll get a good pick. Russ probably won't be happy, but if we just explain to him what we're doing, we're going to build a dynasty, then hopefully he'd be happy with that. So Kyle Lowry is your finals MVP. They beat the Warriors in 7. And then, yeah, lots of retirees here. Quite a lot of good players. So let's go down to the draft lottery. Hopefully we get lucky. I'm not sure if we're going to or not. We're at 14. So maybe we can try and make a trade if we need to. So we stay at 14 and we don't have any other picks. So I think we can definitely make a trade with what we have. I don't know who we want to trade. That's the thing. I don't know who's actually under contract still. So let's see if we can get ourselves another first round pick here. And I don't know what we're going to have to spend or what we're going to have to trade to do so, but we're going to figure it out. Like, could we maybe trade Jordan Crawford and Troy Daniels? I don't know if anyone's going to value them. Like maybe pick 11. Would this get it done? No. And I'll throw in like a couple of seconds as well to get it done. And they say no. How about 4 seconds? 3 seconds? 4 seconds? They agree. Okay, so we get pick 11 in the end. So we get a couple good draft picks here. So now I just need to figure out who to draft. Okay, so pick 11, we have Lonzo Ball here, and I'm going to take Lonzo to be the backup point guard. Definitely a good option for the future. And pick 14 here, oh, we could have looked at the trades actually, but we're going to take, there's actually quite a few options here. I do like Hardenstein, I do like Jarrett Allen. Let's take Jarrett Allen to be our backup center. That sounds like a good idea. So cool, we get two good players here. We're going to sign both of them. Team player options. Bring back Jeremy Grant. We've got campaign coming back as well. Qualifying offers. We are going to offer Andre Robinson, but no, we're going to let Andre Robinson go. $8 million can be used here. We're going to let everyone else go too. So we have not many free agents here. So let's just clear the cap sheet unless we actually do have people that we need. Nah, none of these guys. We don't need any of these guys. Let's just renounce the rights on all these guys. Andre Robinson, 3 years, so about $6 million. We're not going to match that. We're just going to decline that. We're going to let him be a Clipper now. So we have our point guard rotation sewn up. We can move campaign, or maybe Lonzo Ball goes to the shooting guard. Yeah, Lonzo Ball can go to the shooting guard. So we need a small forward. We need a power forward. And then, we can flip Sabonis. Would Allen be better as the power forward? I mean, he's smaller. Let's just test Jarrett Allen at the power forward. And so we just need basically a small forward. We don't have much money at all, really. Wait, is there not there's not many free agents actually in here. Okay, that's interesting. I guess we can take Ingles for a year. We'll pay him $5 million a year. Sure, he signs. And then, are there any other small forwards here? Not really. A 40-year-old Vince Carter is there, actually. So, interesting. Georges Niang, Reggie Bullock. These guys don't really want much money. Give me Georges Niang, I guess, we'll do the same thing. We'll go up to 2 mil. We'll go team option. And we'll just bring him in because we could definitely decline these guys next year while we can. So, is there anyone else that we want to offer a contract to that we could potentially see some value in trading? I don't think so. Andrew Bogut could be good. We can trade him at the deadline. Maybe we can get something for him. I don't know. But he agrees to sign. So our team is looking pretty okay next year. So Westbrook campaign, Oladipo, Lonzo Ball, Ingles, Niang, Allen and Grant, and then Adams and Sabonis. So we could look for a Steven Adams trade. He's not too happy at the moment. So we can definitely attach a very future first round pick and just see if anyone, okay, well, the 76ers will give us very good draft capital next year. Greg Monroe, Tristan Thompson, Marcus Smart, Batum. Zubac is okay. Zubac is definitely okay. The Magic will give us picks. Yeah, there's nothing I really like. I'm jumping out of my skin wanting. Clint Capella is definitely interesting. We can definitely see if we can get something done there. Because Capella is a year younger. We're gonna have to pay him for sure. I don't want that player though. So who else would we really ask for? Like Corey Brewer could be good for a year. Doesn't get the money to work? How much money? We need $18 million for this money to work. Damn. Okay. So we have to take on one of those, unless we ask for Eric Gordon. And then we need $2 million more, which would be like none of these guys. Okay. Yeah, this is a tough one. Unless we want Pat Bev. They're not gonna do that. Okay, that's fine. Guess we have to wait and see how Steven Adams. Hopefully he gets happier, but we can definitely move him on from the deadline. So, I mean, this team isn't great still, and it's fine that we're not great because we've got another few years to really make like a move. So, okay, so we own our first round. It's lottery protected next year, so Utah own our pick next year. Would they want to give us that pick if we look to trade with them? I don't know if they would be willing to, but it's definitely something we can do. That's the wrong team. Where are the Jazz? The Jazz. There we go. There's the Jazz. So let's ask for our pick back. And let's just offer, like, would they want Andrew Bogut? Would they want Bogut? And okay, so a couple second swaps. Okay, cool, done. We get our pick back next year just in case we're bad. So let's go and sign ourselves another backup center. I know that was cheap doing that, but kind of had to. Let's take Tyler Zeller on the minimum. Cool. All right, moving on to player progression. Hopefully our team is okay next year. I'm not expecting them to be amazing. We definitely could have traded Oladipo, but maybe next offseason we just go in big and we just kind of continue how we're going. So let's see. Hopefully we can get Russ an MVP, and hopefully this team develops over the course of next season. But it's the Luka draft coming up. Okay, this trade might be one of the dumbest trades I've ever done in my life. But if we can get a first round pick out of this, we can't get a first round pick apparently because they've used them all. Okay, if we can get a future first round pick out of this and throw in... Actually, no, we're not going to get a first round pick. We're going to go for DeAndre Jordan, and we're going to go for Jamal Crawford. We're going to trade Victor Oladipo and Steven Adams for these two. I know Jamal Crawford is 37. I know DeAndre Jordan's almost 30, and these two are 24. But we're going to have a lot of money freed up for the offseason, which I really like. So let's see if they'll actually do this trade. Now they want to do trades. Or do we just wait till the offseason? I don't know, man. Steven Adams is not happy. That's the bottom line here. Steven Adams is not happy. So I don't really want to keep him around if he's not going to be too happy on this team because he's killing the vibes. He's killing the vibes, man. Is there a trade that we could do with just Steven Adams? It doesn't look like it. Dwight Howard, but yeah, the thing is that I want to do that trade because both the salaries are then off the books. Like we could do this Clint Capella trade, which... Like, I don't want this Bruce Ferguson contract. Obviously, he's a fake player. But yeah, the Oladipo trade, like there's a lot of money we can free up by doing this. So, like Adams and Oladipo are probably going to be great players for sure. But I'm gonna do this for DeAndre Jordan. I think he can be still a piece on this team moving forward if we can keep him in free agency. If not, we've got a bunch of money to spend this offseason. So. We're going to do this trade. We're going to do it. We did it. Okay. We did it. So we'll reset this team. And yeah, it's a pretty good team. It's a pretty solid team. Hopefully we can contend this year as well. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to or not. Post-centric apparently is what we've selected at the moment. So I guess we'll just keep it at that. So we end up winning 47 games on this season. LeBron is your MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to Lonzo Ball. So we get an award winner there. Zach Randolph is your sixth player. Giannis Depoy, most improved Frank Kaminsky, and Stephen Butler is your coach of the year. They won 70 games. So Russ is second here. on a all NBA team. And DeAndre Jordan is here, as well as Russ on defensive teams. So that is great to see at least. So we end up as the 6th seed, which is fine. Obviously, we made a big trade at the deadline to acquire DeAndre Jordan and Jamal Crawford. So we're going to see how things go. Not expecting too much, especially against this Utah team who, yeah, are very good. So let's just simulate the round and see what happens. They're up 2-1. They're up 3-1. And we get eliminated in 5, which is fine. I didn't want to contend this year anyway. I think next year is going to be the year. So Steph Curry on the balls is your finals MVP. Wow. All right. So a lot of retirees here. Do we see... no, Jamal Crawford doesn't retire. He's 37 years old, dude. He's 37 years old. Okay, going down to the draft lottery. We do own our pick this year, so it's going to be there at 21. Okay. Not where I wanted it to be. I did want it to be a little bit higher. So we are going to... Okay, we'll keep Billy Donovan for 1 more year, and let's go to the draft. So the draft is going to be interesting because I don't think we can really trade into the draft. Wait, DeAndre Jordan signed? I thought DeAndre Jordan was a free agent. I thought he had 1 year. Okay, so we're not going to have enough money as I thought we're going to. Nuts. Okay. Crazy. All right, let's just pick at our pick here at, I think it's 21. Yeah, 21. So let's see. We have some trades. If we want to quickly look. And none of them are great. Yeah, I don't want any of these guys. Okay, that's fine. So let's draft with this pick. Wow, there's really not that many great players here. I guess we just take... No, we're not going to take that guy. I guess we just take Robert Williams. We can obviously throw him in a trade if we really wanted to. We have pick 58, so let's just take Utah. Cool. All right, that's great. That's amazing. Huge draft for us. Rookie signings, we'll sign both those guys. Team player options, so Ingles and... So Crawford, I think we're just going to let go because he's quite old. And all these other guys we'll bring back, I guess. Except Joe Ingles. We're going to let Joe Ingles walk. Even though he was okay for us last year. He could definitely be a bench piece. So I guess no, we'll see if we can bring him back on a cheaper contract. So these guys are not going to get offered any contract. So Russ is obviously the one piece that we need to pay well overs for. So let's just do that right now. And Russ is coming back. Cool. So all these other guys we can let go. But Jeremy Grant we want to bring back if we can. So let's just bring back Jeremy Grant. We'll go 3 year, a little bit of money. And both those guys agree. Okay. So now we're not going to have enough, much money as I expected. Oh, we're going to have $22 million. Okay. So Zach LaVine is here. He could definitely be someone we go for here. There isn't anyone else. Like, what? There literally isn't anyone else. Okay, so let's try and get Zach LaVine then. Let's see if we can free up a little bit of money to get Zach LaVine. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna have to do here. So let's just throw in Robert Williams, see if anyone will give us anything for Robert Williams, and then Zach LaVine's definitely going to be that guy. So the Cavs will give us some picks, we'll do that, and then is there anyone else we can trade? I guess we can throw in Utah here. Let's see, yeah, 76 will give us 2 first-round picks, or 2 second-round picks, cool. Zach LaVine, let's see if we can just overpay him, give him a player option, see if he accepts. Oh. Okay, he goes back. All right, and now we're in trouble because this team. Oh, okay. So Russ and Campaign, Lonzo Ball, Georges Niang, Allen and Grant, Dr. Allen Grant, Sabonis and DeAndre Jordan. Okay, rough. We do have money. That's the thing. We do have money. We can give Malik Beasley. Why does he want so much money? Let's just give Josh Richardson a 1 year deal to come in. We'll go 2, but with a team option. Just spend our money wisely. And then, is there anyone else we can bring in for a year or 2? Yeah, there isn't really anything. Okay. It kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. Okay, so we're gonna have money for next off season. That's the thing. Free agents. I don't understand how there's so many free agents in this one, but whatever. So, yeah, we have a pretty good team, pretty solid team. The foundation is definitely there. So I'm excited for next season. I'm hoping we're going to be a bit more of a contender, and yeah, we're just going to continue on doing what we're doing. I've built teams with 490 overalls and a bench that is to die for. This team just won 65 games, and Russ is your MVP. We have Luka, the Rookie of the Year. We have Dion Waiters, 6th player. Depoy Wemby, Giannis. Lonzo Ball, most improved. Billy Donovan is your Coach of the Year. Yeah, somehow we made it to the 1 seed. I don't know how, but we're here. We're absolutely cooking. And Russ is just dominating. So yeah, here are your points per game. And then let's just see how things go. We're up against the Golden State Warriors. We win game 1. We win game 2. We lose game 3. We win game 4. And we lose game 5. How about game 6? We win game 6. Okay, now we draw the Spurs. Who do the Golden State Warriors have? Ty Lawson, Clay. Interesting. Free Clay Thompson. Yeah. Okay, so now we're up against this really difficult Spurs team who obviously are really good. So they're up 2-0 right now. Let's drop this down to an 8-man rotation. I'm hoping we're not a fake 1 seed, but we are. We get swept. Okay. And the Raptors go on to beat the Spurs, and DeMar DeRozan is your Finals MVP. Okay, so we peaked probably a little bit too early there. Obviously, I didn't want to. Well, I wanted to win it all with DeAndre Jordan and Russ now, but we're not in the draft lottery at all, which is a bit annoying. So we are picking at number 29. So we can still get a decent player here. Staff signing, obviously, we're going to bring back Billy Donovan for sure. After what he just did this year, we definitely need to bring him back. 65 wins is nothing to scoff at. So we had the foundations for a good team. That's the thing here. We had the foundations for a very good team. Pick 29. Let's just take... I think we need Keldon Johnson. We'll take Keldon Johnson, and then let's take Nas Reed here. So obviously we know what these players end up becoming, but it's so much different in this game when 2K just runs with it. So the Hornets take PJ Washington at 3. Interesting. Star signing. Sign both these guys. Team player options. So we're going to have some money. So I'm thinking we decline Richardson, and we can always bring him back if we wanted to. Qualifying offers is just Campaign and Georges Niang that we need to pay. So moratorium, we have about $29 million free if we want to try and sign someone. We could try and go for a Jokic if we wanted to trade DeAndre Jordan, which actually might be... I don't know if that's... Yeah, we're gonna try and get Jokic. We are going to try and get Jokic for sure. Who else do we want to offer a contract while we're here? KP's interesting. Devin Booker would be kind of fun. We can obviously offer him a contract too. And then is there anyone else? I don't know if there's anyone else here that we can't really afford many of them. Like, yeah, we're quite far off there. KP's good in this game, but not amazing. Like D'Angelo Russell, he's good in 2K for sure. Let's just see if we get either Jokic or who else do we offer a contract to? Or Booker. So okay, we get Devin Booker. We get Devin Booker here. So do we have to renounce rights on Georges Niang? We have to renounce rights on Georges Niang. But we can obviously go and try and get him back, and Campaign is gone too, which is a little bit annoying, but we can obviously try and get him back. So that is brutal. Okay, so Cat might be the next best option. So can we free up some money somewhere? There's really not that much money that we can really free up, unfortunately. let's just see if we can maybe move on from Keldon Johnson and Naz Reid. Maybe that gives us a little bit of flexibility here. So yeah, we'll do this trade here, and then let's just do Naz Reid. Whoever wants Naz Reid can just have Naz Reid. Okay, the Bucks will give us more picks. Okay. Can we try and get Cat now? Okay, we're around the mark, so let's see if we can just sign Cat. We can play him at the power forward next to DeAndre Jordan. That wouldn't be too bad. Klay Thompson is here, so we can definitely try and sign Klay Thompson. We've got money. We've got money. That's the thing. And then from there, it kind of drops off pretty fast. So, like, I guess then we can spend our money more sparingly. So, let's just keep Georges Niang. Let's just keep these guys just there just in case. Klay Thompson's going back. Okay, that sucks. That sucks big time. Okay, so damn. Now our options kind of drop a lot, and I'm not giving campaign $20 million. That's an absolute no. There's actually not that many free agents here anymore, which sucks. Okay, so I've offered out a couple contracts. Campaign is going to get an offer from the Jazz, so hopefully we can afford that. But I'm signing Brogdon, Tobias Harris, and we're bringing back Georges Niang. So hopefully we can sign all these guys. We can't get Tobias Harris. Okay, that's fine. So our roster right now is going to be Payne, Russ, Ball, Brogdon. We need a small forward, and then we should be good with what we have. So, damn, there's not many small forward options here at all, which kind of sucks. I guess Thad Young's here. We can obviously try and get Thad Young. Don't hate that, but okay, Thad Young's gone. That sucks. Yeah, there's really not much. There's not anything here at the moment. Terrence Ross. Oh, I guess give me Terrence Ross for the bench. No one wants to sign with us. Why does no one want to sign with us? Give me Zubac as a backup center then. Bro, what is going on? What is going on? This is insane. Give me Tyus Jones. Oh, we don't actually have the money. That's why. Okay. This is nuts. What has just transpired here tonight. I guess give me Dylan Wright on a small contract. I guess not. Don't give me Dylan Wright. That's fine. JJ Barrera is 35. I don't want JJ Barrera. There's no one else to sign. There's literally no one else to sign. That is insane. Give me Boban. Give me Boban. I'll give him a little bit more than the minimum. Give me Boban. Yeah, we got Boban. Okay. Bro, what? This team is going to be pretty average, I think. Not going to lie. We needed a small forward. And, okay, is there anyone else that we can sign in free agency that is of value? Earl Jenkins wants a lot of... None of these guys are real. Okay, give me Gary Payton Jr. He can come in and we can slide him over to... Cool. We can slide him over to the small forward spot. I know that he's not amazing. He's 6'3". So, yeah, we'll just slide him over to whatever. Cool. All right. So, we're meant to go in for all the big fish. We didn't really get the big fish, but we got a good core of players. Damn, we won 60 games again. And Jokic, the guy I really wanted to get, is your MVP. Rookie of the year goes to Zion. Dario Saric is your sixth player. Depoy goes to Andre Drummond. Jalen Brunson is your most improved. And Stephen Butler is your coach of the year. So they won one more game than us, which is a little bit annoying, but that's completely fine. Yeah, okay. So with the 1 seed going up against the Denver Nuggets, who also took Cat from us, who I was trying to get as well. So points per game, rebounds, assists. So I'm thinking we can definitely potentially trade DeAndre Jordan at the end of the year. He's getting a bit older, and yeah, the points per game are falling off a little bit. And I think we just need to maybe try and get like a second scorer. Lonzo could definitely be that guy, but I don't know. So let's look at the Nuggets. They have a pretty interesting team. Oh, I know. the Timberwolves took back Karl Anthony Towns. Sorry. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us, and game 4 goes to us. So now we draw the Utah Jazz, who have Exum, Monk, Hayward, Lyles, and Gobert. So interesting stuff. They're up 2-1. We're up 2, or we're 2-2. We're up 3-2, and we end up winning in 6. And now we draw the Pelicans, who have Buddy Hield, Harden, Luka at the 3, AD, Jackson Hayes, and Rudy Gay. Interesting team. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. And Game 4 goes to the Pelicans. Game 5 goes to us. So we're here in the NBA Finals up against the Knicks, who have Fox, Curry, LeBron, and KP. Interesting. That's kind of wild that LeBron went to the Knicks. We're up 2-1, sorry. Now it's 2-2, and it's 3-2, and okay, we're going to a game 7 here in the NBA Finals. All right, let's just lock in and see what they want to do. We'll shrink it to a 9-man rotation. We'll run it how they want to run it. Let's see if we can get out on top. Can Russ win his first ever NBA championship here against New York, against LeBron James? Of all people, it's LeBron James. And look, we win in 7. Russ is your finals MVP. So we get Russ a ring. Crazy stuff. All right. Now we can have a little bit of fun with it. Now we can go out and make a crazy trade if we wanted to. And yeah, there's a lot of good retirees here. Draft lottery. We might have some picks in the lottery. I don't know. We just have pick 30. That's all we have, it looks like. Which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's fine. So Billy Donovan is going to stay as our coach. He got us to a championship, and Russ led the way. So let's just see what we can get. Oh, we have pick 15 as well. Cool. Let's take Tyrese Maxey here for sure. And then let's take Aaron Nesmith here. And we have another pick too, actually. Let's take Nick Richards. Damn, falling all the way down to pick 50 something. That's crazy. Sign all these guys. Rookie options. Sign both of these guys. Qualifying offers. It's just a bonus that we're going to need to pay. And we can definitely do that. So Sabonis is just going to be the backup. And we sign him. So we'll make sure we just lock him away. And he's good. Okay, so now we can make a good trade if we want to. Because we have Maxey, who could be valuable. We have Campaign here, who he's a solid player actually. Brogdon, Lonzo, Georges Niang, Gary Payton. Maybe the small forward spot is something we can go for, or do we want to try and get another center? Maybe we can do both. I don't think we can really afford many guys here. We can actually afford some guys here. Okay, interesting. So let's make some trades first. Let's see if we can get ourselves a center that I don't know. Let's maybe try and get someone fun. Or do we try and go all in on Jokic, which could be kind of fun. DeAndre Jordan. Who else do we throw in this trade? Gary Payton, Maxey, and then just a bunch of picks. Like, does this get it done? It doesn't get it done. Okay. Is there any other centers that we might be interested in maybe signing? Like Rudy actually wouldn't be too bad. He's like a very defensive guy. He's a lot younger. We can definitely get this done without offering up too much, I think. So let's just get rid of all this. DeAndre Jordan and Gary Payton for Rudy Gobert. They say no. They want Nick Richards. I don't want Alex Len, but you can have Richards and a second, sure. And we get Rudy Gobert. Okay, cool. I like that. I like that trade. I like that move. So is there a small forward that we can go for now that... Oh, Giannis. Giannis is playing at the small forward. That's pretty interesting. Who else can we go for? Oh, Jaylen Brown would be really fun. Jaylen Brown would be insanely fun. I don't know if we can get them money-wise. But there's some guys that they actually value here, which is interesting. So we might have to throw a Campaign in this trade. So Maxey, Nesmith. Maybe we don't need... we do need him. Okay. Maxey, Nesmith, and Cameron Payne for Jaylen Brown. They say no. We can throw in this Heat pick. They say no. I'll throw in another pick. They say yes. Okay, there we go. Huge for us. Huge. And then we can sign Marcus Smart. Bro, we just went insane this. I'm not even going to talk anymore. Give me DeLon Wright on a... Let me just overpay for DeLon Wright. And we get DeLon Wright. Okay, cool. So we just made some insane trades. So Russ, DeLon Wright, Lonzo Ball, Brogdon, Jaylen Brown, Georges Niang, Allen Grant, and Gobert and Sabonis. Okay, that is an insanely fun team. Insanely fun. So let's go to player progression, see what happens here, and then let's go into our last season in charge. Yeah, I really like this team. We just did some random ass trades and we actually assembled a pretty good squad. So I'll see you guys at the end of our final year in charge. For the third year in a row, we win 60 plus games and Russ wins another MVP. James Wiseman, Rookie of the Year, 6th player Ja Morant, Andre Drummond wins Depoy again, Most Improved Mikal Bridges, and we win Coach of the Year. Amazing. Love to see it. So yeah, don't know if we get anyone else. No, okay. We're the 1 seed, obviously. We won 60 plus games. Crazy. Jaylen Brown was a great addition. Brogdon's been good. Lonzo Ball's been a great rookie. And yeah, I think this team, I don't know if we're going to go all the way, but it's definitely a special team. The Lakers here have Murray and Russell in the backcourt. Ingram, Julius Randle, Steven Adams. Oh, an old friend. So if you guys want to see any more rebuilds like this, maybe we look at the baby Lakers. Maybe we try and get James Harden a championship. I don't know. Maybe just let me know any suggestions down below. But I'm going to mix it up a little bit. So game 1 against the Lakers. Let's just simulate and see what happens. And we end up winning in 5. So now we draw the Jazz again, who haven't really changed too much. They have an old friend in DeAndre Jordan, obviously. Who would be like 36 now. So let's just see. And Rudy Gobert wins out that battle. And now we draw the former MVP last year, playing as the power forward here. Jokic and the Grizzlies, interesting stuff. Game 1 goes to us, Game 2 goes to us, Game 3 goes to them, Game 4 goes to them, Game 5 goes to us, and Game 6 goes to them. Okay, so we're going to a Game 7 here in this one. So can we win? Oops, can we win? Can we take home the candy here? Jokic versus Russ would be elite, and it looks like we're actually going to get blown out. Unless we can have an all-timer. Oh, we have an all-timer comeback. What happened? What was that? Steal Jaylen Brown. Crazy. Brown layup shot, and then he's... Oh, power turnover. Wow, what a way to enter the NBA Finals. So Trae Young, Jeremy Lin, Tatum, Zion. This team is insane. If this team was today, like right now, we would like, this would be a very special team. So we win, we're up 3-1 and we win again. Russ gets his second MVP, second Finals MVP, second championship. So there we go. We assembled an absolute demon squad here to take on the NBA and make sure our boy Russ gets his rings and Finals MVPs. And now he will go down as one of the GOATs. He will anyway. I think he's like easily top 30 player all time. Just look at these stats, man. So I'm happy we did our job. Let me know down below what you want to see next time, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.